Hi, I'm Sarah Phillips with Phillips Law, located right here in the beautiful city of New Orleans, Louisiana. And this is Law on the Bayou, where we make the law simple and easy to understand. Today, I want to talk to you about Miranda rights, what they are, how they protect you, and what you need to do if you're arrested. So let's go back in history a little bit. In 1966, the U.S. Supreme Court decided a landmark case called Miranda v. Arizona. Ernesto Miranda was arrested, interrogated, and eventually confessed to a crime. However, the police never informed him of his right to remain silent or the right to have his attorney present. The Supreme Court ruled that without knowing these rights, Miranda's confession couldn't be used against him in court. And that decision established what we now know as the Miranda rights, which protects your Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Now, let's go over these Miranda rights themselves. These are the rights that must be read to you when you're in police custody and being questioned. Number 1, you have the right to remain silent. Number 2, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Number 3, you have the right to an attorney. And number 4, if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Now, let's kind of take it back a little bit and let's break these down one by one and go through what they mean. And I'll try to give a real world example for each. So number 1, you have the right to remain silent. This means you do not have to answer any questions or make any statements to the police. If you're being arrested, the best thing to do is politely say, "Officer, I am choosing to remain silent." So for example, imagine you've been pulled over and the officer starts asking you questions about where you've been or whether you've been drinking. Even if you think answering would clear some things up, it's usually always better to remain silent. Saying, "I had a drink, but not that much," could be used to suggest impairment, even if you don't feel intoxicated. So instead, politely say that you wish to remain silent. Number 2, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. This part is crucial. If you decide to speak without a lawyer, anything you say, even innocent statements, can be twisted and used against you later in court. And also the police love to try to say that you are inconsistent with things. So for example, let's say you're being questioned about an incident and you casually mention that you were at the scene earlier but had left before anything happened. Even though you didn't do anything wrong, your statement places you at the scene, and this could be used to imply involvement. That's why it's best to stay silent until you speak with an attorney. Number 3, you have the right to an attorney. This is one of your most powerful rights. You can and should request an attorney as soon as you are arrested or think you're in police custody. So an example would be you're taken into the police station for questioning. The officers, they're going to act friendly. They're going to act like they're just gathering information, like, "Hey, you're just helping me out." But it's important to protect yourself. At that moment, you should ask for a lawyer by saying, "I want to speak to an attorney." Once you make that request, the questioning must stop until your lawyer arrives. This ensures you don't unintentionally incriminate yourself. Number 4, if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. If you don't have the money to hire a lawyer, the court will provide one for you. This ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, has access to legal representation. So for example, let's say you're arrested, but you can't afford to hire a lawyer. The judge and the court will provide a public defender at no cost to you. It's important to still ask for an attorney, even if you don't have the means to pay for one. So whenever the police are questioning you, even though if you don't have one and you know that you can't afford one, you still need to request one. And the public defender will ensure that your rights are protected just as a private one would. So what should you do after being arrested? Well, here's a quick rundown of what you should do after being arrested. Number 1, remain silent. As soon as you're in custody, tell the police you are exercising your right to remain silent. Number 2, ask for an attorney and clearly state, "I want to speak to an attorney." Once you ask, the police must stop questioning you until your lawyer is present. Number 3, do not engage in conversation. Even if it feels awkward, don't talk with the police or try to explain yourself. Anything you say can be used against you, so it's better to wait until your lawyer is with you. Number 4, always be polite and cooperative. You can assert your rights while remaining respectful. This will help avoid escalating any situation and potentially any future charges. Remember, your Miranda rights are there to protect you, but they only work if you use them. Don't wait for the police to remind you. Know your rights and exercise them immediately. So for more information on Miranda rights and what to do after being arrested, I'll link a blog down below with more details. And if you need any legal help, reach out to Phillips Law. We're here to help you navigate the process and protect your rights every single step of the way. You can give us a call at 504-434-7000 for a free consultation to talk with us, kind of let us know what's going on with your situation, and we can see how we can help out. You can also visit our website at www.nolacriminaldefense.com. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please like and subscribe, comment below if you have any questions. We try to read those and answer as best we can. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to exercise and know those Miranda rights in case you need them. Thanks so much.